that I can handle for 5 minutes,
recorded.
and we'll go with we'll go with the next concept. Shall I proceed with the next concept then?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So even morning session, I was there for another last minute, somewhere in 5 to 10 minutes. I was there, and I can see a number of queries here posted in the chart. So I'll just clear all these doubts. Sir, kindly explain programming part once again. Yes.
Sir, not audible, sir. No voice, sir.
Now it is clear. My voice is clear now. Is my voice is clear?
Sir, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
It's clear, sir. Thank you.
Yes. So what we are going to do in this experiment is just you choose any. I'll just give you the instructions. So what actually till now we have done. So first of all, just go to you just have a new project. Please just open a new project. Simultaneously, please you try to do along with me, so that whatever the doubt you have raised in the morning session, that can be clarified. Okay, so in the morning session, the first doubt was key why we are using here like switch whenever so we are trying to click on the switch, then only the what to call it as called as our program is executing. Okay, so it is not all the time true that key you have to write a particular program, then only the controller will respond. No, it is not like that. You can have all the four different options, like four different options, in the sense we have what to call it as the very first option is like if any device is given to us, you take any particular device, any end device, and you make sure that that particular end device is what to call it as controlled. So there are few ways to control a particular device. Okay, the first way is like I can control that particular device only by manually. Okay, so manually any devices can be controlled, so that you can choose any of the device, and you can see any specific device you take, and you try to control that manually. Okay, so that particular how to control manually any device is known with the help of you just choose any specific device whichever you are interested from the end devices, and just click on the specification of that particular device. Then you will come to know how to control that particular device. If you take the example of fan, whatever we have seen in the last sessions, how to control the fan can be controlled with the help of what to call it as by clicking on alt button. Just click on alt. We have three different options. Okay, I can control with the help of I mean alt. There are three features. The first feature we have seen is off. The second feature we have seen is what to call it as low speed, and the third feature we have seen is the high speed. Okay, so this is nothing but the manually I want to control any specific device. Okay, so the manual control is a first part. Just click on alt off button, alt click on the device, it will be in the low speed. Again you will click on two times. If you click, that will be go into the high speed. So that is nothing but the way we need to control manually. Whereas the second part is nothing but any device can be controlled with the with the help of some interface. Okay, so with the help of some interface, in the sense either you can take any device. I mean interfaces, we have two different type of interfaces. The first interface what we have seen is what we call it as the IoT monitor interface. We call them it as a mobile application. The second interface is nothing but we have seen is through web application. Okay, so either you can control with the help of web application, or either you can take the help of web application. Okay, so this can be done on any of the device. Okay, either you can use a server, or either you can use a PC, or either you can use what to call it as PC server, or any device, any specification you can take. Okay, PC server or a smartphone. In the last class we have seen how to generate with the help of a smartphone. So this is the second way of communicating in the sense control the device instead of manual control. You can control with the help of some interface. Okay, so interfaces, we have seen two interfaces. Okay, one is a web application, the second one is a IoT monitor. The third way what we have seen in the last class is nothing but, suppose example, even though I have some interface, either I go with a web application or whether I IoT monitor. Now what I want to do is, suppose you take two appliances, like any two appliances, and if these two appliances also can talk each other. Okay, suppose one appliances depends upon the properties of another appliances. So this is what the third way. We have seen this by creating a user interface. For this we have to create an user interface. Once the user interface is created, then you have to apply the conditions for those things. So if these conditions are given, then one to another device can communicate with each other. It means that if a fan is on, then automatically door should be on or off, like this. Any mechanism you can use. So this is nothing but the third way of controlling a device. Third way is nothing but if I control one device, the another device has to control by itself. The fourth mechanism what we have done is we have used the controllers. Either we have used a microcontroller or even we can use what to call it as a single board controller. By using some controller, we have to control the device. Okay, so this is nothing but the fourth mechanism what we have seen. In the fourth mechanism, simply we are controlling a particular device with the help of a microcontroller. Okay, so now this is the fourth. And the fifth part is nothing but I want to control another device. I mean, if I take two devices, in the last example we have seen fan and a switch. These are the two devices. Now these two devices has to communicate with each other. As these two devices, I mean, for this communicating, previously I have simply used the interface and I have given some conditions. But in the fifth case, what I'll do is I'll use the microcontroller as a controller between these two devices. Okay, so these are all the what to call it as a different 5 mechanisms that we have seen to control the n number of devices or the appliances whatever available in the packet tracer. I hope with this maximum of the people who have asked me in the morning doubts that has been clarified. Okay, so these are the I mean those are the 5 ways. The first way is control any device manually. The second one is control any device with the help of user interface. That can be either a mobile application or either it can be a IoT monitor. The third mechanism is nothing but controlling a device with the help of some other device. Okay, and the fourth mechanism is nothing but by using microcontroller I have to control a device. And the fifth mechanism is nothing but I have to control a specific device with the help of another device, but this time I'll be using again the microcontroller. Okay, I hope you have understood this concept. Still, if you have any doubts, you can raise me in the chat box so that I'll try to clarify those particular device. And even you can see on my screen that I have taken three different cases in a single example. You can see here I have taken one single what to call it as coffee maker. One appliances in a home, it is available. Coffee maker is there. This you can choose from the end devices. From the home, there is a coffee appliances. So the first mechanism whatever we have seen, that was nothing but simply by what to call it as simply by clicking on this one. You see here now my coffee machine is off state. What I did is simply I clicked on Alt and I'm just controlling on my I'm clicking on my coffee appliances. Then you can see the appliances is on state. If it is if I want to go for the off state, click on Alt and click. So this mechanism is nothing but simply by controlling manually. And the second mechanism what we have seen is the second diagram. You can see over here in the second diagram what I did is I have taken one appliances, simple appliances I have taken. That is nothing but a coffee appliances is taken and a PC is taken. Is my screen is visible? I can see a number of people has given sir no screen, no screen. Is my screen is visible? It's in sharing mode only.
Visible, sir.
Yes, sir, visible.
Yeah, visible. Of course, yes. Okay. So you can see this particular example. You can see what I did is I want to control these appliances by using some web application. Okay. So for this what I have did is I have taken one appliances, coffee maker appliances, and I have taken one server. Here PC that doesn't need, you can even eliminate the PC. Okay, so just I want to bring the entire network. That's the reason I have just added PC, or there is no need of even PC in this particular example. We can directly go to the server and we can run on the server itself. Either web application, yeah, what to call it as mobile application, we can run on the server, or you can run on the PC also. There is no need to worry about it. Okay, so now in this simply again I have already given you how to assign the IP addresses. First, once the components are chosen, then you go for the connections, then you go for IP configuration. For server I have given 1.1.1 and for the appliances I have given 1.1.2. now once the IP addresses is given, next you go to registering the server. Once the server is registered, then you go for the interface, create an interface. I have created in this example web interface. Once the interface is created, then you go with what to call it as adding these appliances to the interface. Once everything is done, then you can see a screen like this. Web interface. In this web interface 1.1.1.1, click on go. Already I have done this. Okay, so directly I'm giving user ID and password. So okay, so now you can see once that step is there, I can try to control my appliances. You can see here I can control this with the help of what to call it as interface. You can see now my appliances is on state. Okay, so this is the second way how to control any particular device by using what to call it as by using the interface. Okay, third mechanism, what is the third mechanism is? Third mechanism is nothing but if I can add another device in this circuit, I can add another appliances. I'll simply say that whenever the coffee appliances is on, then I'll bring some other, like maybe ceiling fan or something, I'll bring into the picture, and I'll say whenever the coffee appliances is on, make sure that the ceiling fan is in the high speed. So for that, what I have to do is simply go to the conditions, and you can write whatever the conditions that are necessary over here, so we can go with it. Means that the third step is nothing but communicating to devices. Whenever a coffee appliances is on, you can add another device, ceiling fan. Coffee appliance on, ceiling fan should be in the on state. Okay, so that is the third way. One device is communicating with another device. Okay, so this is one mechanism, and the last two mechanisms are in the third picture. This particular picture will say I can write directly, I can write a program in the microcontroller. I have taken here single board controller. In this single board controller, directly I can write a program, and I can make sure that appliances is on off. Okay, that is one mechanism. Or we can even take the help of, if I want to on this one device with another device, communicating one device with another device, I can use this mechanism also. So these are nothing but these are the different ways actually. Okay, so as a part of the FDP, I can't take a specific example, and I can give a number of example on that case. What I thought is step by step I thought a number of cases. Okay, even in the second example, you can see here we have taken wide connections, but it is not all the time that wide connections are there. Even you can use the concept of wireless connections, and even here I have used server. Sometimes you can use the home gateway also. So these are the way, because here in this entire picture I have given my static addresses, because I'm creating my own server. That's the reason I have given each and every device a static IP, so that with the help of that particular static IP, I'm trying to communicate those dividers. But you can even use here a home gateway can be used, and whenever you are using a wireless communication, bring the concept of home gateway into the picture. So all these ways, these are the different ways. Now it's time, like you have to what to call it as, bring all these concepts together, and we can build a home automated system, yeah, healthcare system, whatever what to call it as, whatever the new system that you are interested to build, you can build your own entire network. Okay, so with this the basic concepts actually I have covered. Now what I'll do is here another small concept is also missing, like how to bring sensors into the picture. Okay, so for the first 1 hour or 1.5 hours, we'll try to see how to bring different sensors into the picture, and by using whatever the basic idea till now I thought, all this idea we have to bring and we have to use. See, till here whatever the use cases that I thought is only the basic information, but from now onwards whatever I am teaching, you make sure that you bring the concepts, previous concepts, and you try to implement those particular systems. Okay, so implementing those particular systems compulsory, I need to have each and everyone to know at least the knowledge of these three, I mean the 5 ways of communicating. Okay, so with this I'll just wind up this, and I'll go to the new topic. If still anyone is facing any doubt, please let me know. if still anyone are facing, because I can see in WhatsApp many people are posting doubts. So maximum, I hope I have cleared their doubts in the WhatsApp group. If anything is missing, please let me know. So can I go for the next concept then, or you want to try this
Hello, sir.
by yes ma'am, yes. Yes,
Sir,
tell
I
me.
understand the ways of communication.
Yes ma'am, yes ma'am.
But for fan, there are 2 or 3 stages.
Yeah.
Then how we can use rocker switch, because in rocker switch there are only 2 stages. So which switch will be suitable for fan? Rocker switch having only
Okay,
2
which
states and
switch is suitable?
suitable for fan.
Yes ma'am. Ma'am, your voice is a little bit difficult. Can you
Sir,
type or can you spell once again?
Sir, which switch is suitable for fan? Because fan having 2 or 3 stages, on, low, off, like that.
Hello.
And
Okay, can you just give me your doubt once again, ma'am? Just type in the chat bar so that I'll try.
Hello. Hello. Am I audible, sir? Hello. Hello.
Sir, no audio. Hello.
No audio.
My voice is audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I think now it is clear. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, clear,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Clear.
Fine. Sorry. So now the thing is, like, fan is having 3 different states, and rocker switch, like, it is having only 1 and 2. Now just you take the scenario specifically in our home. Okay. Now if I want to switch on fan in my home, what I'll do, only thing, I mean, manually I'm not talking automatically, I'm just taking a use case. Now if I want to on a switch in my home, what I'll do, I'll just directly go to the switchboard. I'll just switch, have 2 properties, either on or off. Okay. So based on this, the fan will be in the state called as on state, yeah, off state. Okay. Now, but is it that whenever is there any case where even though if I on switch, but my fan is not running? Have you seen any time, any case, the case is like this, even though if you on your switch, the fan is not running? Okay, it depends upon the regulator whatever we are using. There is a regulator at our home, so the regulator is having I think some of the regulators are having 5 modes, some of the regulators are having 6 modes. Okay, so if the regulator is on the 0 mode, it means that the regulator is in off state. Even though if you switch on your what to call it as the fan will not work. Okay, so for that what we have to do, we have to bring the concept of regulator into the picture. So if you regulator, if you turn the knob to 1 2 3 4 5 states, again the fan will on. The same mechanism is given in this. Okay, this particular rocker switch is having only 2 states, but the fan are having even though 3 states. So what I did, we have written the program, whatever the program that we have written yesterday, written only for one use case. Okay, I have written only for the program is single use case. Okay, you can see here here digital read one. Digital read one is nothing but what I am doing, I am invoking the switch is having 2 states, that is state number 1, state number 0. State number 0 is off state, state number 1 is in the on state. It means that what I'm sending, I am sending to D1 pin. Okay, so whatever the SBC pin you can see on the screen that D0 pin is available, I have connected this switch
Again, not audible, sir.
So no audio.
Sir, no audio.
Sir, no audio, sir. Sir, can't able to hear anything.
0th state. Okay, so this is what actually the program is. Okay, so simply I am sending only 2. You can change here, you can make it as 1 or you can make it as 2. It's up to you. Okay, you see here the program, suppose example what I'll do is okay, not audible now, also it is not audible now, also
It's
I'm not
audible,
clear.
sir. Now it's
Now it's
audible.
audible,
It's
sir.
audible.
Okay, so now you can see here this particular picture. What I'll do is a little bit I'll drag. You can see here this what I did is I am just giving, I'm stopping this program now. I'll run the program once again. Once I run the program, now from switch, when I press on, okay, it is going to D0 pin of the fan and it is activating state number 2. Okay, you can see here alt, whenever I'm clicking on the fan, it means that the information is passed from here. Information on D1 pin, it is passed to microcontroller. So microcontroller, it has taken, yes, it is state number 1, the state 1 of the this one rocket switcher. Now the information is passing to the fan. The fan is receiving, I mean the fan, what fan has to respond, because I have written it as high speed, that's the fan will respond for the high speed. Okay, now else, in else part is nothing but whenever the switch is in the off state. So switch in the off state, in the sense what I can do, switch is in the off state, it is passing information to 0. It means that microcontroller is understanding that the switch is in the off state, and even fan is also in the off state. Whenever switch is in the off state, there is no logic written in the program. That's the reason it will be in this particular case itself. You can write n number of cases, whatever you are interested. Suppose if I change to 1 this particular program, I'll change this program to 1 and I'll run this. Okay, now you see switch is in the, whenever I'm oning the switch is in the what to call it as a low mode. Okay, it depends upon the program how you are writing the logic. So I've simply written a logic program where simply I'm telling you whenever I'm pressing 1, then the fans should be on the high speed. You can write the whatever the logic that you are interested. Okay, so I think we'll go with the next example. If any doubts are there, I'll just clarify these doubts once again. But once we go for the next program and we'll come back again. Okay, now this time what we are trying to do in this example is, previously we brought n number of cases and we have seen. Now we know all the 5 different ways of controlling. So what I did is I simply brought one what to call it as, I'll show you the what to call it as the network, the structure of the network. Once the network structure is done, then immediately we'll go and we'll try to build simultaneously, or I'll explain you later on. You can build the entire program. So what this time what I did is I brought one fire monitor. Okay, so whenever there is fire, I said the fire sprinkler should on. Okay, so this is what to call it as the experiment. This okay, 9th experiment. Whenever okay, so whenever the fire monitor is trying to identify a fire, then the sprinkler should on. Okay, so this is what the basic concept. So for this you can see here the fire, whenever I'm trying to bring the fire near to, okay, whenever I'm trying to bring this fire near to what to call it as fire monitor, okay, what happens, the sprinkler is in the on state. Okay, so it means that a fire monitor is trying to detect the fire. Once it is detecting the fire, then the sprinkler is getting on. Okay, so you can see now if I moved the fire a little bit far away from the monitor, then automatically the sprinkler is off state. Okay, so this is nothing but this is the actual what to call it as concept. Okay, so you can build this particular network. You can see you can bring one microcontroller and you can choose what to call it as from the boards. You can go to the board, you can choose a microcontroller from there. Either you can use microcontroller or a microprocessor, whatever you are interested. You can bring those things into the picture. And you from what to call it as from, you can see another new thing that is nothing but called as sensors. Okay, under components there are what to call it as sensors. Okay, from there you can bring whatever the sensors that you are interested. Or what I did is I have taken directly this okay, you take from the home devices. There is I don't know, even I'm not able to find where is this fire monitor. Yeah, fire monitor. Yeah, you can see here fire element is there. You can bring fire element from here. Yeah, yes sir.
Hello, when to use MCU and
Yes,
SBC?
tell me sir.
When to use the SBC or MCU? There
I
are
didn't get you,
two
sir.
controllers, no? MCU
Sir,
or SBC controller.
Sir, when to use actually these two are nothing but see, you should know the concept. That's the reason yesterday or day before yesterday, I don't know, I have given you small introductory part about it. See, microcontroller and the microprocessor. Okay, so now till now whatever we have done on only single devices. So in that particular case, I can go with the processor, sorry, microprocessor. And if I'm trying to build a very huge network where one device want to communicate, in that particular case, see, it's up to you. Like whenever, I mean, you should know the difference between the processor as well as a controller, microprocessor. So it's up to you. Simple example I'll tell you. I'll give you the realistic example because I'm not able to show here when to use microprocessor and microcontroller because the network whatever I'm building is a little bit small networks. But if I take example of a realistic example, suppose example we have a processor like Arduino board is available, and even Raspberry Pi board in realistic life. These two boards are available. Now you just imagine when I have to use processor or when I have to use a controller. Okay, processor, when can I use? I'm not interested in any interface, anything. I don't want to use any interface. Okay, directly I'll write the program and I'll dump into the processor. So whenever the processor is on, automatically the device will go with this, what to call it as, device will run. It means that if you take the example of Arduino board, and I'll simply tell the board, I'll write a program in such a manner that I'll build a program I'll be checking the moisture of a particular, if you have a plant in your home, I'll just see if the plant has I'll bring the soil moisture or a moisture sensor into the picture, and whenever the moisture level is low or high, if I'll take an example key, suppose example, if the moisture level is low, then I have to water the plant automatically. So for this, every time I'm not interested every time I'll go to the interface, I'll check in the interface, and I'll, with the help of interface, I'm not interested in it. It has to take its own decision. Then I'll bring the, what to call it, as single board controllers. Now, whereas microcontrollers, I'll take one example. Suppose example, I'll build a system like in a classroom. I'll build automated attendance system. And suppose example, I want to identify a particular student who was absent in the yesterday's class. So my system should be capable such a manner that whenever a student is entering into the class, the camera will capture his face and it will record attendance automatically. If suppose example, if that particular student was absent yesterday, now I'll just see whether he is available or not. Some sort of cases, if I am there, then I'll use a microcontroller. Okay, so it depends upon the application, whatever you are using. Simple case in this, if I want to tell simply it has to take its own decision, I'll go with the single board controller, and microcontrollers I'll take with the help of some other applications or something. Okay, so it depends upon only the way you choose. I mean, we should know the difference between processor and the controller. That's it.
Can we show the code of
Okay,
MCU here?
so you just try
this
to build
program?
this simultaneously. So other people, you try to build this network so that we can try to do it. I'm just giving an assignment whether you will write your own program or not, because now what to call it as, now I can't directly give you the program because I have given you all the different cases in the past. Let's see, even though if 5 minutes or 10 minutes my time is getting wasted, but see, let's see if anyone who is there who can try to complete this particular program. Yeah, I'll simply even give you a small introductory part about the program also, or I'll post this. Okay, let's see how many, at least one I'll expect. For others thing. Okay, fire is not available here. Sir, it is available in
so the sensors are available in the end user and industrial.
you can, yes.
The 5 watt and 5 spin are available.
Yeah,
in
even
the,
it is
end user
available in this also. You can take from there. Yeah, you just search it, sir. No problem. You just give it the name itself. I have it in what to call it as, directly in the Acquittators itself. It is available for me. Okay.
Sir, for connection, which table you have?
Yes, sir.
Sir, for connection,
you
which
have to
table?
use,
Which table?
I already told you, ma'am, for any microcontroller. See here, we are using only microcontroller.
Custom table. Yes, sir.
So
Custom
for using
table.
microcontroller, the IoT cable, custom IoT cable is defaultly available. Okay.
Okay,
IoT
sir.
custom
Thank
cable.
you.
Fine.
Yes,
Even
sir.
if you get any doubt also, if you are not aware to know which cable, what you can do is you can directly go to the automatically chosen cable. From there also the cable it will choose automatically. But please, it's not that we can't tell directly automatically cable should be used. You please know, you try to go with the cable that is nothing but simple. Whenever custom, I mean some controller I am bringing into the picture, I'll be using always microcontroller. Okay, and and even I can't say ki, if I'm using a microcontroller, which pin I have to use. So sometimes you can see on the microcontroller there are analog pins are available, digital pins are also available. So it depends upon the device. Here fire monitor if I'm taking, so fire monitor, it is clearly saying that we have to give to the pin number D0. Okay, so anyway this is having only D0 pin, so there is no need to worry about it. But still I'm telling you, if any device is capable of having analog as well as digital signal, make sure that you connect analog to the analog cable, digital to the digital cable. Okay, so please use IoT custom cable for connecting this. And once you connect this, what I did is I have directly connected D0 to the microcontroller D0, and what to call it as fire sprinkler D0 to the microcontroller D0. Fire is not there, sir. You try in this components, actuators. There is a heating element is also available. You can take the heating element. It is not necessary that all the time you have to use fire. You can use heating element.
Hello, sir. Heating element is to give the heat. Okay, this is not a monitor, sir, actually. Hello.
No. That's what
Hello,
I'm
sir.
saying. You let me.
Fire monitor we need it, sir,
If you
because
take heating element and fire monitor, will it?
they are different one.
Yeah. How to know that whether my heating element is capable of giving fire monitor? Because fire monitor is expecting something from other devices. So whether heating element is capable of giving its data to other device, again you click onto the this and you check over here. So you check the data specification. The data specification will tell you whether to use it or not. Okay, this experiment you have to do by your own. I'm not going to give you some hints. If you ask, I'll just give you is capable or not.
Maybe
So where is the
Yeah,
fire,
cloud
sir?
concept,
Fire.
definitely, sir, because yesterday's 2 hours classes we have not taught actually. Yesterday actually I was thinking to give this particular explanation, but unfortunately due to some technical issue I was not able to give. But we are extending tomorrow, instead of 4 hours extra hour we are taking, and definitely I'll tell you that.
So where is fire element, sir? Fire.
Yes.
So where is the fire element, sir? Fire.
Fire is not available.
no.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
what.
I have given a task to you. You have to identify whether you can. Yeah. That is only the task. In this, there is nothing to worry. You can write the program or whatever it is. What actually I want to convey is only that. You have to identify that. That's the reason I have given you hint also. If you see the screen, definitely you will identify it. No, not a task. Simply, I'm just saying it as a task. It's not a task. Sure. Definitely, I'll teach you, ma'am. Definitely, I'll teach you. I'm here to teach. Okay, don't worry about it. because from now onwards everything will be online. So we have to make even interactive classrooms, doubts and all the stuff to handle. Even I have to handle the class. So this is also one of the mechanism of handling the class. Don't think that I'm wasting time, but that is very important. See, that's the reason I have written, we have given here, if any device is not available, what to do. Okay, that is only the this experiment is telling. This experiment is not telling fire monitor to sprinkler, because already we have seen how to on the sprinkler, lawn sprinkler, in the past case we have seen. Okay, so whenever the smoke is available, automatically the some sprinkler will on. Okay, it is also the same mechanism. Okay, but only thing is, a new thing in this is added is, if any device is not available, because why the device is not available, there are many reasons. There may be chances that the while installing packages will be missing. Okay, so what actually I want to tell is, in tomorrow's session I'm going to tell you, if a new thing is not available, how to bring things into the
Hello.
picture.
Anji. Anji.
You can see here under board, there are three things. One is microcontroller is a thing into the picture. Okay, even if I click on this, you can see there is no data in it, no specification, no attribute. I'll do one thing, I'll just simply post this in the WhatsApp group so that you can simultaneously check with me. Okay, so ma'am 56, I'm giving you the answer also, I'm teaching you. So what I'll do is, I'll simply post first. Mhm. Okay, so I have posted that my pkt file in the WhatsApp group. So please, if anyone is not able to bring what to call it as fire thing into the picture, you can try to utilize this particular what to call it as uh, program into the picture. You can use my program, that particular pkt file can be used.
Sir, now it is available. Hello? Sir? Hello? Hello? Now it is available.
So maximum, I think it is done. Okay, so for sure, this one thing I'll tell you how we can try to bring new things into the picture. Okay. Has anyone finished? Only one I can see. Only one. Okay, so I'll go with the next program. Okay, I'll bring these two things tomorrow for sure. Okay, I need some packages to be installed in WhatsApp. Even kindly share code already. Okay, already I've shared code on WhatsApp.
Hello, sir. Hello,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
sir.
Yes.
That monitor, temperature monitor, we did not find in the list, but now in your program it is available. So aisa there may be other sensors also. How to get this library? Hello. Hello.
Sir, you are again not audible. Hello.
From day 3 we are facing this only. Only day 1 and day 2 it's audible. Keep on we have to say not audible, not audible, not audible.
Hello. Sir, you are not audible.
Okay, so in this we'll choose home speaker. Okay, along with the home speaker, now like it is not previous case. What we did is like, you know,
Sir, we
in
are
our
not
home speaker,
understand
we'll be taking that speaker and what to call.
Hello. Hello.
You are not able to understand.
Sir, last 5 minutes you were not audible, so we are not understand that how that thing is converted.
Yeah, that's what I already said you, that I'll give you in the last session. Already I said you that I'll be telling you how to bring new things into the picture, whatever it is not available.
Okay, sir, you were not audible, so we can't understand what you were
Already
explaining.
now it's only for ma'am, I'm not audible for everyone.
Everyone, sir, all saying not
No,
audible.
is
but
it that
you
I'm
can't-
not audible for you? You are everyone, ma'am. I think I have only proper.
Yes, sir.
Now
Yes,
audible, sir.
Hello.
Now you are audible, sir.
See, there's sometime whenever I gave the program for the 5 to 10 minutes. Yeah. See, whenever I'm giving you a time for 5 to 10 minutes to complete the task, at that time I'm not speaking. I'm just clarifying the doubts of the participants. That's it. Okay, so don't think that I'm not talking anything. At that time, I'm just making myself mute because I'm clarifying. Some of the people are sending me doubts in WhatsApp, so I'm clarifying their doubts. Okay, if this particular signal problem is also there, don't worry, you just WhatsApp me so that even I'm sharing even in the WhatsApp as well as in the chat. Okay, so this experiment, what exactly we'll do is we'll see. Okay, so you bring this PC server, all these things. Okay, for what to call it as, I want to just bring another device, a home speaker, and this particular home speaker I want to control with the help of some potentiometer, because see, previously someone asked me, sir, whether fan is having only one or two. Kindly share the code on WhatsApp. Already I have done it, sir. It's already shared in the WhatsApp. You can see there. Okay. So now can I proceed this, or still people are doing the previous example?
Sir,
Can I proceed for this program, or do you want some time so that you can clear your doubts?
Yes, sir. Continue, sir. Continue.
Yeah.
Continue, sir.
Fine. Okay. So now the thing is, like, this time we are simply home speaker into the picture. Okay, whatever the home speaker is available, so we are bringing home speaker into the picture, and we'll try to control this home speaker with the help of a potentiometer. Okay, so here in this example, I'm not bringing any microcontroller or something. Like, what you can try to do is here, see the speaker, the specification of the speaker are previously, till now what we did is we have seen only D0 pins, okay, digital pins. So this time it is nothing but analog pin. Okay, this particular pin is nothing but the analog pin. Okay, so A0, simply it is saying that whatever the input or data specification that is there, the input slot is nothing but A0. Okay, so please, this time you use the same custom cables, but you make sure that you have to connect this to the analog pin. Simultaneously, why I am connecting this to A0 pin is because my potential, even you see the specification of potentiometer also, it is telling that you have to use the A0 pin. Okay, so these are the two different, I mean, this is one new thing, that rather it is not all the time that we have to go with the digital pins, we can use even the analog pins. And you see the specification of the potentiometer, what, how, or previously we have seen how to control a manually. If I want to control any device manually, what I used to do previously, you see this example. See, if I want to control, see, there is no direct control for this particular device. Okay, you see the speaker I'm not having NA means direct control not applicable. So now how can I do this? Okay, so that is the second major part. Okay, the first thing what we are doing is, the first thing, again, we are using some interface. You can use the interface, you can try to connect with the interface or whatever it is there. Okay, but still this time you try to simply bring the potentiometer. It means that the home speaker is not capable to control I'm not able to control the home speaker directly. So what I'm going to do is we will be bringing some other device, and with this particular device we will be controlling. Okay, so the same concept we have gone with the SBC also. Switch is also available, fan was also available. How to control? At that particular case we have used some controller, but in this simple case I'm not using any boards over here. Direct control I'm using. Okay, so you try to this one. Only thing you have to remember, this entire part
Sir, not audible.
now I think it is clear.
Yes.
Right, so see here, only the one difference, that is analog pin. Only one thing, that analog pin is only the change in the step 2. Okay, all other connections are same. You can go. The third one is assign IP addresses. I have assigned 1.1.1 to the server and 1.1.2 to the home speaker, and third step is done. Once the assignment of the IP addresses are done, the next step is nothing but you have to register the server. You know how to register the server. Next, once the server is registered, then the next thing is like you need to bring what to call it as, bring the interface. So again, you know, you can either use a web application or either you can use a mobile application for the interface. Once the interface is done, then you bring what to call it as home speaker into the picture. Okay, I mean register the devices to the interface. So just again another 10 minutes time, so please try to complete here. In this task we are bringing only the analog concepts, and the second concept is nothing but if any device is there which I can't control, I should know that I should find another mechanism to control those things. Okay, so please another 10 minutes, 5 minutes time will be given. Try to do this. I have used, I think only web browser has been used over here. Please you carry on simultaneously. If doubt is there, let me know in the chat. I've used 1.1.1. Already I have registered. Okay. Now you see for analog. Now what is the use of this? You can see over here. If you have, you can follow these additional steps.
Sir, no audio.
Okay. So this Abhishek sir, you can see here, it's up to you. You can build in, I mean, whatever the way that you are interested. Okay. So I can't here we can't bring all this. I mean, I think on the first day I have given you one particular problem. In that I brought maximum concepts into the picture, and then I have given there was a program I have posted key 111. So in that particular program I have given all the concepts whatever till now we have learned it. I have brought all the concepts there, and I have given you one simple example. Yeah, Aruna ma'am, is there any problem? No, no problem. Fine. IoT 1.3. Yes, ma'am. That I mean, you have completed out. You have any doubt in that? Completed. Okay, fine, fine, ma'am. No problem, no problem. See, by the time if you complete, you can bring what to call it as new things into the picture, and you can try in the same time. Now you can bring some, suppose example, if whenever what to call it as potentiometer is in one state, you can make sure that the fan is on off. Yeah, you can bring some dim lamp into the picture. Okay, we'll see that example. You can bring any other concept into the picture. If someone have already done, okay, so what you can do is like you can bring other device into the picture, like I'll show you one. Yeah, dim lamp, bring into the picture.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Hello, hello, sir.
So
One
even
sir.
you can add some lightning effect into the house. Yes, yes,
Hello,
yes,
hello, sir. Sir, in the URL, we need to
yes.
give
Tell me,
the
sir.
sir in the URL,
Yeah,
we
tell
need
me, sir.
to we need to give the
Yeah, in the
IP
URL, yes.
home speaker. Hello.
Server IP address.
Yeah. In that
Yeah,
we
server
need.
IP address you give here.
Okay, okay, okay. Server IP address. Okay.
Server IP address.
Okay.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Yes, done. So can we go with the next one, or you need some time? People who have already done, please you add this home lightning into the system. Let's see how to add this lamp into the. I mean, whenever you can go with the condition, whenever our home speaker is in state one, because we have three states, right? State -1, state 1, and state 2. Okay, so potentiometer, whenever I'm giving potentiometer, the sound of the speakers are on three cases, right? -1, 1, and 2. So you on the lamp, please go for cloud computing. Yes, sir, for sure. Definitely, I'll tell that if time permits. Because, okay, someone are requesting MQTT protocol, cloud computing. We'll take one example of the cloud, definitely. End of the day, definitely, for sure, I'll take one example of the cloud and I'll do it. 5 more minutes. Okay, sir. Okay, so someone is requesting for some time. So you can bring the light. Suppose example, whenever light is on, I'll simply again, my assumption, these are my assumptions. I'm not telling to use this. Simply, I'm telling whenever my light is on, please on the fan. Okay, you can have whatever these things are available in the list. You can use anything.
So please run your program so that we can see the output, how the output should be.
Oh, you want me to run the program? Okay, just a second. I'm just clicking on the output is nothing but here speaker will produce the sound. Okay, see, speaker is going to produce a sound. You see now with the help of potentiometer, I'm owning the speaker. So now potentiometer is in off state. Now I'm just bringing the knob. You just take this particular knob. Okay, you see here. Okay, the knob, I have moved the knob. So the knob, it is producing some sound. Again, you try to click alt and just drag the mouse. Okay, you see the three different sounds we are getting.
Okay, sir. And from server, how to run it?
Okay.
From server, how to run?
From server here is only able to identify, okay, what is the sound category. That's it. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So from server, we are not controlling the speaker because we are not, I mean, what to call it as here, we are not controlling speaker. We are just receiving data from the speaker. That's it. Whatever the speaker, because we don't have any control on the speaker, as the data specification of the what to speaker is saying that we don't have any control on this. Okay, so what we are trying to do is we are trying to receive the analog signals from it to the server, and we are checking, okay, the sound is or the analog signal is of this particular range. Okay, we'll move with another example simultaneously. If you have not done, you do it for other people. I'll just give you some examples. Tomorrow definitely we'll go with what to call it as what I want to tell is tomorrow class I'll go with the cloud computing concepts. And even tomorrow you have exam also. I'm again reminding you. Okay, so please be prepared with the exam also. Yeah, sir. Actually, we are thinking for Raspberry Pi, but actually, if you want the concepts of cloud computing with the help of Raspberry Pi, I can go that. Or if you want concepts on, if you want, because we have already gone through this only. So if you want concepts of what to call it as packet tracer cloud, we can go any of your choice. I'm ready for both the cases. If you want a hardware part, if specific any hardware part, if you want to take, I can take I have Raspberry Pi board available with me. So yes, okay, I'll just take Raspberry Pi board into the picture, and what I'll do is I'll try to share or I'll just give you the best. Don't worry about it. If you want on Raspberry Pi board, yeah, definitely you can work. See, Raspberry Pi board there, what we are trying to do is we are just trying to collect data. Okay, so either you can collect data even from simulator or anywhere. That is the concept is same. Okay, only thing is like how to send that data to the cloud and how the cloud will respond. That is only the thing. So why actually I skipped the Raspberry Pi concept is like many of the people will not be having Raspberry Pi with them. So I felt uncomfortable. Even Raju sir also coordinator also conveyed to me ki you just try to go for the hands-on sessions. But tomorrow for cloud computing, not more than half an hour. Definitely, I'll show you that tomorrow. Okay, I'll teach you how we can collect data from board, Raspberry Pi board, any controller, and send the data to the cloud. And from there, how to take actions. That definitely I'll tell you.
Sir, can you demonstrate MQTT
Because I'm
protocol?
concentrating tomorrow mainly only on this particular.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, sir. For MQTT protocol, actually, I requested Raju sir to arrange someone, but again, it is coming out of the box. Okay,
No
that's the
issue,
reason he said me if
there are
time
so many things.
permit, definitely I'll go with that. But I don't know what is tomorrow schedule. Sir has given me 3 hours tomorrow, so in that particular 3 hours, definitely I'll go with cloud. And if I have at least half an hour time, we'll go with MQTT. Because again, we have to switch the network and all the stuff. Exam timing, everything coordinator will share you in the night itself. Sir will share. Okay. Actually, tomorrow's plan, what will be the plan is definitely 2 or 3 hours we will be having class. Once 2 or 3 hours class is done, immediately we'll go with there is two important things we have to do. That is one is like you have to give a Google form will be coming from Atal. So we have to give the feedback in that particular form. So it will take 10 to 15 minutes time. Once the Google form feedback is done, you have even the participants also have to give your feedback. We will be giving you 2 or 3 minutes time. So you have to give your feedback. And once these two feedbacks are done, then we'll go with the exam. Okay. So I mean, till now almost we have organized almost this is our 9th FDP what we are organizing. Previously in the starting, Atal gave us 50 questions, 50 mandatory questions. But I think day before yesterday, as we have some of the participants requested, yes, even some coordinator has requested ki please try to reduce the number of questions that are available in the what to call it as exam. So Raju are also planning to change from 50 to 25 or 30. I don't know the question numbers or question, but the question pattern is MCQs will be available, and all those things will be available only from what we have taught in the class. We will not be asking you the questions out of the box. We'll be asking you questions only from what we taught in the class. Okay, so whatever the recordings that are available with you, you can check those recordings. The questions will be from those particular parts. Okay, so we'll go with this. So you can even bring this, because I just want to give some other examples also. You try to do this one example also. Here what I did is simply again I have taken a potentiometer and a LCD monitor I have taken. So in this LCD, whatever this particular analog what to call it, sorry, signals that it is capable to send from 0 to 250. So whatever it is, analog signals are sent from this potentiometer. Those things are recorded in the what to call it as LCD. Now what we can do is we can take readings from, or we can take the data whatever the LCD is receiving. So this particular data we can try to send to the cloud. So we can bring even new things into the picture. Okay, and even today evening I'll post you one example which I have already done. Home automated system has been done. There are few examples which we have already done. So I'll just send you. Okay, I'll just send you that particular PKT file to you, so that you just go explore that. So that I mean that particular example will clear all the concepts till now what I have explained you in the class. Okay, that will cover each and every concept. So just please explore that particular concept. Okay, so this is one way to send the data to it. It's not all the time that I'll be sending some only from a particular sensor to another device that I'll be sending the data. But this particular example will even tell how can I with the help of some microcontroller, I have used some microcontroller over here, and I have written a very small program. The program is nothing but to print the hello world. Okay, I know that custom write will do hello world program, so I'm just simply sending hello world to the D0. Okay, in this way even you can send some text data to the I mean you can send data from what to call it as microcontroller to LCD also. Okay, so please you try to finish this too also. Yeah, sir, sent yesterday recording. Yeah, due to some what to call it as a network breakdown at my area, I was not able to have internet facility. Even now also I'm not sitting at my home, I'm just sitting away from my home. I'm sitting somewhere where I can receive signals, and I'm teaching my class. So once I receive signals at my home, definitely I'll give you the entire recordings or whatever the programs that I have done till date, and I'll post each and every data to you. I think I have till not except yesterday's, till day before yesterday's, all the programs were posted in the WhatsApp group, and till today also I'll post all the programs. You just go through that. Okay, now I'll post these programs also. Please, once you go through these particular things, because these are only the main important things what actually we are really in need.
Hello, sir. Hello.
Yes, sir, tell me, sir.
Sir, I'm doing this experiment, potentiometer and home
Yes, sir,
speaker.
tell me.
So I've registered the server, sir.
Okay.
Hello. Then I need to register the device also to the interface.
Yeah, you have to which program you are doing, sir?
Potentiometer and home
You
speaker.
bring the speaker, you register the speaker, you register the what to call it a speaker. Yeah,
I need to register the speaker, right? Potentiometer.
yes. Yeah, no need of potentiometer. If you want, you can register. That doesn't matter, sir. You can register whatever the devices you are interested to know. But previous example what I did is I have just registered only speaker, because the reason why I have registered is I want to know what the signal the speaker is receiving. Only to know that I have just registered only the what to call it a speaker. It's up to you. If you want to register potentiometer, you can register, but there is no use of registering potentiometer, because it's simply a controller there. Like in
So
switch, in the
for this
previous
one, I
example
need
we
to
have
go to
taken
the
switch. So how the switch is controlling, the same way here it is acting.
sir, for this configuration, how to do, sir? For to do this registration, how to do, sir? Configuration, home speaker configuration, sir.
Just click on home speaker.
Yeah,
Go to
configuration.
configuration. Go to IoT server. In that, go to IoT server.
In configuration, sir, can you repeat, sir?
In IoT
Configuration.
server, there is something called as remote server. In configuration, IoT server. Can you see IoT server? IPv4, IPv6. Next IoT server.
Config. No, I cannot see this, sir. I am seeing port status, IP configuration, IPv6.
Okay, then you go to settings. Go to settings. Configuration. Go to settings. I think you are in the fast Ethernet actually.
Yeah, fast Ethernet, sir.
Okay, go to configurations. In the configurations under global, there are settings.
Yeah. Remote server, right? On settings, remote server.
Yeah, remote server.
Okay, sir. Okay, 1.1.1. Yes, it is registered, sir.
Yeah, now you connect it. I mean, just there is an option called as connect. You connect it. Then you can see in your interface that speaker is enabled.
1 second, sir. Yeah, it is connected, sir. I need to check in the server, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, no need of setting server. Server, just leave it. Now you go to, I think you can see the screen, right? Just a second. Go to desktop, web browser, 1.1.1.1. Yeah, I think you can see this screen.
1 second, sir. I am giving, sir. 1.1.1. Oh, sir, it is username already in use. It is telling.
I think you have not done that particular part. Okay. See, I'll just tell you once again the step. Just go
Yes, sir.
to server.
1 second, sir. Server.
Hello, sir. I'm telling you once again the part. Go to server.
Yes, sir.
Click on web browser.
1 second, sir. Just a second.
On web browser, URL 1.1.1.1.
Server desktop. Yes, sir. Server web browser. Hello. Yeah,
Now URL is there, right? In that URL,
yes,
you type the server address 1.1.1.1.
Given, sir. Given.
Then you go with the sign up. Sign up now.
Okay, sir. Given, sir.
Then you give some user ID and password, whatever you are interested.
Yeah, given, sir. It is telling it is already in use, sir.
Okay, it means that you just log in. That's it. You don't give sign up. You just log in. Just log in. Admin.admin. Just to sign up. That's it. You have already registered. That's the reason it is telling the
Yeah,
name is already in use. So what you can do is you go to web browser.
Yeah. It is not coming, sir. The screen, whatever is seeing, it's not. I'm not getting this IoT one on this server.
Yeah, that's what. You can see the screen. IoT one.
No, sir. I cannot see that screen, sir. I'm seeing only IoT server devices.
Okay, you are not. Okay, sir, can you share your screen so that I can help you? What's your ID?
I'm in my phone, sir. Actually, I'm in my laptop. I'm doing in I'm doing in laptop without network.
Okay, okay. You are doing in the laptop.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'll just tell you.
Yes, sir.
See, we have to see check whether your server is registered or not. So for this, click on server.
1 second, sir. I'm doing
Just
server.
follow my steps, sir. Click on server.
Sir. Okay.
Go to services.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Go to services.
Yeah.
Then you go to IoT.
Yeah.
Now you see whether registering
It is on,
server on or off.
On.
On under that, can you see any services like username, password? Can you see
Yeah,
anything there?
admin.
Admin.
Yeah, same, sir. Same.
Yeah, same. It is there, right? So now what you do is directly go to desktop. Click on desktop.
Yeah.
Go to web browser.
Desktop. Yeah,
Click address 1.1.1.1.
Yeah.
Go.
Yes, sir. Go.
Okay, host name resolved. Just a second. I have given some other name. Okay, now can you see the same screen? What I mean, what I got?
Server.
Now in the username and password, just type admin and admin.
Yes, 1 second, sir. Admin and admin. I've seen, sir. IoT server devices. I'm not seeing IoT one.
Yeah, that's it. So now you click on IoT one, this device.
I'm not getting that one, sir.
I'm not like this IoT one in your.
No, sir. I cannot see IoT one.
Okay, you are not getting this, right? Okay.
Yeah,
do one thing. Go to home speaker. Go to home
Yeah,
speaker.
Gone.
In the configuration.
Yeah, configuration.
In that settings.
Yeah, settings.
You can see IoT server. Check whether remote server is enabled or not.
Yeah, enable.
Remote. Now server address is 1.1.1.
Yeah, same, sir. Given, sir.
Then it has to connect, sir. Actually, now you see whether it is connected or not. You go to interface.
Do we need to give your admin also username, password, ID?
Yes, you have to give username and password. You have to give admin and admin.
Yeah, I've not given, so that one.
You have to give server address. You have to, you have to give server address. You have to give username and you have to give password.
Yeah, now it is came, sir. Came. Hello.
Okay, now you can see. You see. Click on this. The signals it is receiving -1.
Yeah, -1. Yeah.
Okay, it means that a speaker is not receiving any input right now. So to to control, to receive some signals, what we have to do is we have to control speaker with the help of potentiometer. Now you just click Alt and you just click slowly. The knob is available, right? White color knob on the potentiometer. So you just move that knob. Okay, it will produce you the sound. Okay, you can see on the interface also that it is receiving some signals.
Oh, 1 second, sir.
It is receiving now 0 signal, right?
I need to press Alt, sir. Alt. Sir, how to move this
Yes,
knob
yes,
on the
click Alt
potentiometer? Yeah.
and slowly. Sir,
That's not moving, sir. Potentiometer knob.
3 states are there. -1, sir.
So 1 second, sir. 1 second. 1 second. Yeah. Alt, I pressed it, sir. Sir, you do
Click
it, sir.
Alt and just try to move the knob.
That's not moving, sir.
Alt
Knob
and
is not
just
moving.
try to move this knob. White color knob is there on the potentiometer here and there. Okay, it has 4 states, -1. Now this is 0th state.
Okay.
This is state number 1 and this is the state number 2.
This is not moving, sir. This knob. Even
Okay, so now again we have another sir, tell about server configuration. Sir, 37 server configuration. Just now I said to sir, I think still if you have not cleared out, you can WhatsApp me so that I can tell you. Now what we'll do is we have 15 minutes time. Okay, so in this particular 15 minutes, yeah, program, fine. So in this particular 15 minutes, what we are going to do is we have to build what to call it as, everyone have to build your own network. Okay, so this now someone said me no task, but I'm really sorry. Now I'm giving you a task. This should be there. Okay, so what thing is, please everyone, just a second. Okay, so task, I'm really sorry, I'm calling it as task, but yes, we have to do this task. Okay, I'm really sorry, ma'am. Someone said me, please don't say task, but I'm really sorry for that. The task is nothing but you have to use we have to do within this 15 or 20 minutes time. Oh, okay, there is no time limit also. I'll give you some extra time, but still everyone have to complete this task. Okay, so in this task, what I am bringing is the very first concept we brought is like devices we brought into the picture, sensors we brought into the picture, boards we brought into the picture. Okay, so devices, sensors, boards, you have to bring all these things. Devices in the sense, you know maximum all the devices, like you can use home gateway, server, register servers, whatever things are there. Okay, all those devices. Okay, you use devices, you use some sensor. Compulsory that particular task should contain devices, it should contain sensors, it should contain board. Okay, and that should contain even wired connection as well as wireless connection also. Sir, please execute app related to LCD with potentiometer. Sir, please send all video links today. Yes, definitely I'll send all the video links today. 14 and 41, I didn't get you exactly what you are asking, ma'am. Sir, please execute the app related to LCD with potentiometer. Okay, last program you're asking. Just a second. this one MCU program. What I'm doing is simply I'm clicking on stop. Now you see here I have simply written hello world program. Okay, so whenever I'll write this particular program, sorry, whenever I'll run this particular program, okay, so there will be hello world what to call it as displayed on the LCD screen. Controller stopped. Now I'm running it. ID number 11. I already send you all the PKT files, sir. I have already sent all till now. Whatever we have done, I have sent all the programs. You can see in the WhatsApp group. I have already sent all the things. Okay. So now let's go with this task one. We need to have devices, sensors, board, and you have to use wide connection as well as wireless connection should be used. Okay. Boards, either you can use Python programming. Many errors are coming like parse error. How to solve it? 42 Python errors, ma'am. Python error. I'm giving you the program what I'm executing it, but I know as I'm pasting in what to call it as chat box, there may be the problem in the indents. Python programming will become horrible if we don't know the concept of indents. Proper spacing is mandatory for each condition. Okay, so anyway, for your reference, just WhatsApp me personally so that I can give you a specific, I mean, a document where you can see some of the concepts of Python. Or else simple I think everyone knows, you can just go to w3schools.com and you can see Python related concepts. There the concepts are so easily understandable. Okay, you can what to call it as, you can check all the concepts over there. Okay, so please, in the wide concept we have to bring a remote server and home gateway. Okay, so this is what actually we have to complete the task. Okay, so I'll not say that I'll wind up the session. I'll be there for another 10 minutes. Okay, so if anyone want to leave, you can leave, but the thing is, like, you have to complete this particular task, and you have to send me a mail to k4uinfo2@gmail.com. Okay, so this is a mail ID. Please, to this particular mail ID, you have to send me the PKT files. Okay, so you design your own network, whatever the network you are interested to design. So please, you design. I mean, simply I am telling you, you please try to cover all the concepts whatever I have covered till date. Okay, and please try to complete that particular task, and please send me so that okay, we will even, I won't say I'll evaluate, definitely I'll go to those particular programs, and a reward point is also given. Reward point is nothing but if you get anyone get less marks in the examination, definitely we will take this particular task into the picture. Okay, so exam will be for I hope maximum for 25 MCQs will be available for tomorrow. Okay, no negative marks, don't worry, no negative marks. And even I'll be taking we will be preparing questions only till 4 days. Okay, 4 days, whatever we thought in 4 days. I'm not we will not consider tomorrow's also, because we have to give time to prepare, but only whatever okay, what time exam, sir? Exam it depends upon the time we start. I don't know whether tomorrow will start at 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock. We don't know that. I have to confirm with the coordinator, sir. So whatever sir will tell you. So one session, definitely the first session, see, I'll tell you tomorrow's concepts also. Session 1 will be a regular class. Okay, so session 1 will be regular class. Session 2 will be exam. in the session 2, we'll have a few points. That is, first point, I'll call it as feedback from Google form that is given from Atal, that is mandatory, and we'll share at that time only. We have to share in that specific time. And second one is like we have feedback, okay, participants feedback, and it is recorded. Participants feedback is there, and now that is exam. Okay, so for this I'm planning like for regular classes till now I got as 2 hours. Maybe because we have lost yesterday's hour, definitely we'll go with 3 hours tomorrow, and session 2 will be again for 2 hours. Okay, so these 2 hours will include all these things, and once exam is done, verification of the data is very important. Okay, you have to verify your data online. I'll be sharing you the screen tomorrow, and in that particular screen you have to what to call it as go with what to call it as a verification. So maximum this will take us 2 hours time tomorrow for sure. I know that it will take 2 hours because we can see that and this see what happens is I don't know. I'll tell you in the tomorrow session. Let's assume like this. I'm just assuming. I'm not telling you exact this thing. Suppose if I start tomorrow session at 9 a.m. So 2 hours time. It means that from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. definitely our first session will be there, and these are the tentative times. But I'll maximum. I'll try to ask the coordinators, sir, so that if any changes are there, I'll post in the WhatsApp group. But this is for the first session, and for this we'll give some 15 minutes break, and 11:15 to what to call it as from 11:15 to 1:15. Okay, so the entire process has to be done within this. Okay, so for this I think we'll have only what to call it as 15 minutes time. Okay, and for this we'll be going for maximum 45 minutes. Every time I'll go only 30 minutes, but this time we have to go, and as exam is of only 25 questions, we'll give again 45 minutes for exam, and the last 15 minutes for the verification. Okay, so this is actually the tomorrow schedule. We'll see if any updates in the tomorrow. Definitely I'll tell you. Okay, in tomorrow's session I'll maximum try to go with Raspberry Pi board, and I'll bring the concepts of the cloud into the picture. If you want hands-on training, we can go with the what to call it as a packet tracer, or else I can show you the live demo of how to send the data to the cloud. Now my voice, at least my voice, now I'm audible. No audio. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now it is okay.
Yes.
Now it
Okay.
is okay, sir.
So it's up to you. You decide. So that's the reason I have gone with this timing. This timing will be very, very fine for us. Can you please exam time, sir? Sir, I have given all all these things. If you go for this 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., this will be the exam time. Okay, in the second session, somewhere in the exam. Yeah, I have already posted the exam time also. Please, you can check there. Okay, so I'll take break for today. Not break. We'll wind up the session today, and again we'll meet tomorrow. That timing. These are the expected timings. Okay, so whatever the timing, I'll discuss with Raju sir, and I'll let you know tomorrow. Okay, fine. Is Chandra sir is available here? Chandra sir, Santosh sir, is anyone is available? Organizers. I think even organizers have given me that particular task. Okay, fine. Okay, thank you. We'll meet tomorrow session. Please provide any material, sir. So there is no material. Whatever the programs that I have taught you in the class, only those things will be available. You have to explore only the packet tracer. Okay, so that's the reason I have given you the task. Please, it's a request. Please try to do this task so that if any mistake is happening in tomorrow's exam, definitely we'll try to add these points to the exam. Okay, fine. Okay, thank you.